Tonight we'll last forever till our bodies drop. We can run through the night, write our name up in the sky. Got the music out of sight. Ain't nobody gonna catch us singing. Hey, we'll be young forever, on the run forever, and we'll never stop.
I caught your show in Fort Lauderdale, Jordan, 3 years ago in 2008.
Nice.
It's at the Culture Room, and you had opened up with the Boys Like Girls and Never Shout Never. And it was a power lineup of 3 bands, and actually I had just started up my website at the time, and I published a blurb on there that the Ready Set and the other bands that you were all on the verge of really taking off.
Yeah.
And so here we are 3 years later, and you're on the band's Warped Tour with the new song Young Forever.
Mm-hmm.
How has life changed for the Ready Set since the past 3 years with the boom of your music career?
I've just really gotten a lot busier. I mean, I'm touring constantly. If I'm not on tour, I'm writing all the time. So I think it's definitely everything that I wanted to get out of it. Everything's been going in a very positive direction.
So now that you are a signed artist with Pete Wentz label, Decadence Records in 2009, you started a band in 2007. What kind of steps did you take over those last 2 years to get to that point?
A lot of it was just booking my own tours and pretty much doing everything on my own as much as I could to kind of build up a buzz and a fan base on my own before I signed. So that way, I guess I kind of had something to bring to the table when the time came to sign to a label and stuff. So it's just pretty much a lot of work, trying to stay as busy as possible and just getting my music in the right ears, I think.
I checked out the Ready Set's latest single video, Young Forever, and it opens up with fans asking you for autographs and wanting to hang out. And when I saw you 3 years ago at the Culture Room, you were very much embracing your fans. You were out, in between sets, meeting, signing autographs, doing, photo ops and so forth. How, with your career taking off, you're obviously getting bigger. How do you balance your embracing the fans with not, things going too crazy with the fans?
I don't know. I try to make it a point to do signings every day. Every time we have a show, to go out and do meet and greets and say hi to people and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's definitely a very, very important thing. It's always been an important thing to me because they're kind of obviously they're the reason that I get to do what I do. So I feel like I should let them know that I appreciate it. Definitely.
Who writes the music for the Ready Set?
I do. I write and record everything myself.
What was your reaction when you first heard your hit, Love Like Whoa, on the radio? That was a huge hit, by the way.
Yeah, it's one of those things, it's just weird right away. It's like a crazy feeling. You never really get used to that, I don't think. It's just, it's really exciting. It just kind of feels, it's like a very triumphant kind of I did something right sort of feeling. So it's definitely one of those things I'm very, very thankful that song did what it did. It's really cool.
You've been on tour with a lot of different bands, very high shelf bands, Good Charlotte, Cartel. You're on the Warped Tour now with Simple Plan. What was the experience like working with the bands along the way?
I don't know. We've toured with so many awesome bands. I guess you kind of learn something different from every tour and everyone that you tour with. So I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's really cool getting to meet all these different people, especially touring with bands that I sort of grew up listening to. So I don't know. It's always a good time.
All right, so how many shows are you on board for the Warped Tour? You here for the duration?
Yep.
Or?
Yeah, we're on the whole thing.
And so what happens after the Warped Tour?
Right after this, we have 2 tours in the fall, a bunch of one-off shows and things like that, and then some Christmas radio shows, and then we do some international things early next year.
Do you have an album coming up with Young Forever? Is that giving us a kind of a sneak preview?
Sort of, yeah. I have an EP coming out in the fall, right around the first fall tour we're doing, and actually I think Young Forever is just going to kind of be its own thing. It's just going to be its own little separate single thing. All the new songs, or all the songs on the EP are new, so it'll be all brand new things, completely kind of just some of the newest stuff the newest things I've written. I've been pretty much writing since the last album came out, so definitely excited about it all.
Do you have a personal message for your fans that you'd like to share?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for checking out the shows, and hopefully you can make it out to Warped Tour, and if you can't, we'll be out back in the area in the fall, pretty much everywhere in the country. So yeah, make sure you come check out the show, check out the new music when it comes out, and thank you. Thanks for being a fan.
Thanks, Jordan.
No problem.
We're singing, hey, hey, we'll be on forever. Tonight will last forever till our bodies